Mhm. 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 Okay, to be honest, I did watch this movie a few times before a long time ago. Excuse me for a second. Spaceballs is one of the greatest films of all time, and the sequel is finally going to happen. Despite there was well, a short animated series which nobody talks about that existed in the early 2000s, probably in the 2000s. This movie is pretty simple to talk about. It's all about one character named Lone Star and his sidekick, Barf, played by John Candy himself. R.I.P. for him. It's a great comedy movie of all time that had Princess Nesba was a marry a better man, and her robot assistant, which I forgot her name. And there's famous movie stars in it. There's Dom DeLuise as Pizza the Hut. I'm not kidding, that's him. Since I'm not allowed to show scenes from the movie, it is downright hilarious. It's the funniest film of all time since 1987. I know tons of people reviewed this movie lots of times before. It's one of the greatest films of all time since 1987. It has the most funniest lines. I just love Rick Moranis playing a sinister villain it's hard to take seriously that he's playing a character named in Lord Helmet because he has that on his head. Do a parody of Star Wars. It's freaking funny. Especially the scene of him playing with his dolls is so masterpiece of comedy. I'm just shortly gonna talk about this movie. It's just plain and simple. It's kind of up to them to save their own planet because Lord Helmet and his henchman, including President Groot, who played by obviously Mel Brooks, that plays more than one character, but two, including Joker. That's a parody to Yoda. And other things. I'd say Spaceballs is one of the greatest films of all time. I will not give too much away if those of you have watched the movie before or not. But when you're younger, it was one of the greatest comedy master gold films of all time. It has adventure, bit of romance, and laughter in it. Anyways, Lord Helmet wants to have years high of oxygen and turns his tire ship into a giant transformer mermaid. And the main hero, Lone Star, uses that rain to reverse it and has magic powers. But like I said, I'll probably not give too much away. If those of you haven't watched the first movie yet, when you're younger, it's a great film. Yep, I laugh at most parts. It's one of the most funniest films of all time. I love all the cast members in it. Well, some have like a few cameo actors in it. I don't know who most of them are, but it does have like saying great effects back in the day. It just has good chemistry in it. It has like wonderful effects that we have nowadays as CGI, but back in the day it was one of the most master of parody comedies of all time, next to like the Half Naked Gun movies, which I'll talk about very, very soon. But I did chuckle at most, like the entire film. I couldn't stop laughing, and on how they're trying to make this so serious, but it's just one of the most masterpieces of comedies you will ever watch back in the day. That this movie's on like everything else, VHS tapes, DVDs, Blu-rays, even like old laser disc that most people watch on their old systems. You'll find it like one of the most greatest films of all time, being half as funny as it seems. No one does great comedy than Rick Moranis. Despite he doesn't do movies anymore, he was a great actor on one of my favorite movies of all time, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I'm pretty sure I talked about in the last channel. And he was also in like Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, which is basically a sequel to that movie. And the last one he did was, I would say he did do Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves. What been his last one he did? Apparently not. Yep. You best know him as Lewis from both Ghostbuster movies. In fact, actually, fun fact, they actually did like Honey TV series based off Honey I Shrunk the Kids, a bit of technology and all that stuff that nobody talks about. It's kind of a forgotten show, but yeah, he was pretty good on there. Back to the topic here. Spaceballs is still one of the greatest films of all time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop recording. He's gonna keep on bugging me. You'll enjoy this movie as much as you can. Sorry for the long delay. I'll see you all next time, and I might play an interesting good game in the future. Signing off. Thanks for watching.